Hello, my name is Minzy. This is my Chelsea shirt. Please do observe me for a minute's silence for our beloved Diogo and Andre. Cool. Yeah, it's a sad, somber week. I had to pay my respect for Diogo and his brother Andre. Working in Liverpool, I gave my card, I gave my flower. I stood with the Liverpool fans and just tragic, really. Don't know what to say. This was a man that was in his prime, Diogo Jota. He just won the Premier League with Liverpool. He won the UEFA Nations League with Portugal. He's gotten married to his childhood sweetheart. He's got 3 wonderful kids, and it's all been taken away from him. Taken away from them, taken away from everyone. Life is cruel, life is mean, life is not fair. But life is also precious. It's a tough one to take, really. But that's the beauty of football as well, in that it unites us together. Literally went to Anfield, saw Crystal Palace fans, Everton fans, all sorts of fans at the ground today, paying their respect, paying their tributes, and that's what it's all about. That's what football in general is all about. You can have your rivalries, you can have your banter, you can have your little laughs, but when it comes to stuff like this is where we all band together and we all unite as one, no matter who you support. So rest in peace to Diogo Jota and Andre Silva. Now on to the game itself between Chelsea and Palmieras for a place in the quarterfinal. Yes, Palmeiras quarterfinals. No, for the semi-final. Sorry, for Palmeiras versus Chelsea, and I can't believe we've actually done it. We're through to the semi-finals. We've beaten them 2-1. It was nervous as hell. It's one of those where I don't think my poor old coronary arteries can take this anymore. But this is why we're in the big competitions, and we're in it to win it. We've got a nice little 70 million pay package for being in this competition, But in reality, this competition does mean the world to me. I would love to wear a Chelsea shirt with this iconic bloody golden badge. He already won it once back in 2022. I would love to see Chelsea win it again. To be crowned champions of the world is a humongous feat. It's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful feeling. And we're there because we won the 21 Champions League. I would love to be a part of this competition again in the near future, but for now we're still in it. We're still in the semi-finals. We got Fluminense. it's a fantastic opportunity for one of these two teams to go into the final on Tuesday. I think we're playing in the MetLife Stadium in Jersey, so winner takes all. The winner takes it all, man. Who's gonna take it? Who knows? You know, like I said, 20 years ago, I would have been more than confident. I would have been sipping on some cha and smoking a nice little blunt, watching Chelsea effortlessly sweep their way into a bloody final. But no, like I said, this is a Chelsea team that's young. It's still developing. It's still not quite matured just yet, even though they're making progress after progress after progress. But at the end of the day, they've still got a long, long, long bloody way to go. All right. And it's one of those, like I said, 1 minute they can beat a Liverpool side and the next minute they'll lose to Ipswich Town. You can't tell which Chelsea side will turn up. But for now, the one that is turning up is the one that I need to turn up. It's the one that I want to turn up. It is a dogged, a gritty, it's a team performance. It's one of those Chelsea sides that you would have seen under Mourinho kind of type performances. It was that emotional, it was that jarring, it was that nerve-wracking, but in the end, we pulled it through by hook or by crook. We're there in the semi-final, and you know, it is anyone's game now. It is genuinely anyone's game. I genuinely wish I was there in Philadelphia last night on Independence Day to see this beautiful victory live in front of my eyes. But hey, look, I appreciate it back home at 2 o'clock in the morning. Honestly, to say there were slight tears of joy in my eyes is an understatement. I was so over the moon. Absolutely over the moon. Joyous beyond joy. It's been a while since I felt like this. It's been absolutely beautiful. Of course, again kicked off rightfully with a respectful tribute to our fallen heroes in Diogo And Andre, Pedro Neto holding the shirts of both of their names. I think Enzo Maresca did absolutely right. He literally said before the game, I'll leave it up to Pedro Neto. If he wants to play, he wants to play. If he doesn't want to play, I totally understand. And I think that was the right way to approach it. I don't think that question should have been asked, really. I think you need to leave this sort of questions alone. But A, he left it up to Pedro, and Pedro said, you know what, I'm going to play. And he was fantastic. He was solid on the right side, you know, cutting across the Palmieras left side. He was absolutely fantastic. He was very unlucky not to get a couple of assists. He glided past a couple of players, put it across the box, and nobody was there to tap home. Liam Delap was inches away at the near post, and Kunku was a little bit far behind the ball at the far post. But it was not just Pedro Neto, it was everyone who played well today. So where's how we start? The first half was all Chelsea. I'm sorry, but the first half was all Chelsea. We absolutely bossed it. We should have been 2-3-0 up. But I started off with a Cole Palmer shot from distance, which was dipping low. Weatherton pushed it away, low down to his left. A good save from him. And then Shalaba advances down the midfield in the centre. Don't know what he's doing up there, but zips the ball into Cole Palmer, who controlled, the way he controlled it, the way he turned past Mikhail, and then had the entire bottom left-hand corner to aim at, and he slots it along the carpet, daisy cutter into the bottom left-hand corner to put Chelsea 1-0 up. I was jumping for joy. Apparently that was his first open play goal since January, can you fucking believe? But hey, what a goal to put us 1-0 up. And like I said, we bossed it. We absolutely bossed it. And Kunku sets off Fernandez. He tried a Travailer shot into the top left-hand corner, but it was straight out of the keeper. And then Nkunku blazes a shot over the bar after good work by Palmer, laying it off to him on the left. He had a lot more time, to be fair. I don't know why he snatched at it and just ballooned it over the bar. He probably could have taken a touch, but then I can understand why he took it a little bit early, because at the end of the day, you know, you hardly have space up front. You know, you got to know what you're doing like 2 seconds before the ball comes to you. You really do. Unfortunately, the ball was slightly behind him, so I can't really knock him that much. But it is one of those at the top level of the game. You should be burying those. That was it, really, for the first time. I know Palmeiras, good play for our boy, Estavio Willian, putting a cross from the right. Not quite sure who got the header at the far post. Actually, it wasn't Estavio Willian who put the cross in. It was somebody else, but I can't remember who put the cross in. I don't even remember who got the header in. Was it Vitor Roque? I'm not quite sure, but it puts the header down into the ground. If it was either side of the goalkeeper, it's in, but thankfully the header was directly at Sanchez, and that was the only thing Palmeiras really did in the first half. Ended 1-0, comfortable, and if you were a Chelsea fan thinking this is going to be an easy game, hey, I don't blame you, but at the end of the day, football is never an easy game. Of course, Palmeiras were going to come back in, and they were going to come back in hard, weren't they? They were going to come back in solidly bloody hard. And what do you know it? But our future signing, Estavio Willian, who collects a low fizzing cross from the right-hand side. He just does one little shimmy. Fucking hell, what a goal. Genuinely, what a fucking great goal, coming off the underside of the bar at Sanchez's near post and into the net. How he squeezed a shot in from there, I will never fucking know. But as soon as he did, my head just went like this. I literally just went like this. I literally was fearing the worst, because I don't know who made that deal. Who the fuck allowed that deal to happen, that Estavio Willian is a Chelsea player, but he's allowed to play for Palmeiras in the Club World Cup? Whoever vetoed that move needs a right fucking chapel. Alright? You need a fucking donkey slap for allowing that to happen. Fucking hell. Can I blame Sanchez for not being at his near post? It's a bit of a toughie, really, because there was only one place he could have really have put it, and it was exactly where he put it, right there in the little postage stamp of the top right-hand corner of the underside of the bar. If he was at his near post and he was anticipating that shot, would he have saved it? I don't know. I don't think he could have done. I think it was hit with such venom, such accuracy, such power. I don't think Sanchez would have saved it even if he anticipated it. At the end of the day, Sanchez was anticipating a cross. And if I was a goalkeeper and I was betting on probabilities, that's what I would anticipate as well. I would not be anticipating a zooming shot down that side. I'll be also worried about a cross. So I don't know if I can be harsh on Sanchez. I don't think I want to be. I'm going to try and let him off the hook on this occasion, to be honest, because I just think it was just a fantastic goal from our star boy. And then it was anyone's game. They suckered us in, Palmeiras. Credit to them. Palmeiras suckered us in. They literally said, why don't you play us at our game? Play us at our game of we attack, you attack, we attack, you attack. We lost control. We like to be holding on to the ball, dominating the ball. We don't like playing you attack, we attack. And usually when that happens, we usually lose. We usually lose when we play chicken. But I'll tell you what was the crucial moment. There was a huge crucial moment just after Palmeiras got the equaliser. It was when the substitute Paulinho was on the left. He laid it across to, who was it? Sorry, can't even read this name. Mori, oh God, I won't be able to tell you what his name is. Moria, God, I butchered his name. He then zips in a low cross for Vitor Roque to put it in as a tap-in almost. But Colwell read it Colwell read it, he put it behind. That was crucial. If Colwell did not block that, if he wasn't alert, if he didn't have his negative senses in and sense that danger, they would have scored, they would have gone 2-1 up, and they would have held on to that lead. I'm telling you, they would have held on to that lead. That block was crucial. Like I said, it was his backwards and forwards. Palmer with a free kick that went behind. Again, that Palmeiras defender, I think was it Fuchs. That was a crucial block because I think that was going top left-hand corner. I thought that was a solid free kick. It could have gone either way. It could have gone either way. Thankfully, it went Chelsea's way from a Fernandes shot that was blocked. It went for a corner onto the left side. We play it short, and I keep criticising these short corners. I fucking hate these short corners. I'm just like, put it in. Because every corner we had, and we kept putting it in, Cucurella was free on the edge of the box, and nobody was really picking him up. I was thinking, if there's a knockdown or a flick on, it could come up to the edge of the box and Cucurella could slam it in. When we play it short, cleverly, we see Gusto. He's there on the left side. I think Gusto had a good game coming in for Reece James, who's injured once again. In the warm-up, man. I really hope this injury is not going to fuck him up for next season, man. I'm hoping he'll be fit for Tuesday, but let's see. Gusto, who had a good game, actually puts in a terrible cross, really. He sort of fizzed it in, where he just puts in sort of like a half-hearted low fizzer that takes about 500 deflections and goes straight to the goalkeeper, Weatherton. Except Weatherton, I don't know what he was doing. Was he trying to punch it? Was he trying to catch it? Was he trying to parry? I don't know what he was doing. It went over his arms and into the net. Cue wild scenes of absolute delight where I absolutely went ballistic in this room right here. 2-1. 2-1. João Pedro came on. You know, he must have been thinking, you know what, I'm going to enjoy my time here in Brazil and smoke a joint, have a spliff, have some tequila, have some alcohol, you know, just enjoy his summer holidays. I don't think he was expecting to be playing in the Club World Cup. I don't think he expected Chelsea to put in a transfer bid in. But as such, we put in that bid. It got accepted. All the legalities and framework were signed. He was allowed to play for us, and he looked good. He genuinely looked good. You know, after Gusto scored, João Pedro nearly scored. Gusto put in a great ball on the right. Low, fizzing across. João Pedro was just inches, just like a star mark away from connecting onto that. You know, and then João Pedro, again, good work on the right. He just shimmies across, all the way across the penalty box, and then gives it to Noni Madueke, who has a shot that was well saved by Weatherton onto the outside of the post. And then João Pedro again from the resulting corner. I thought he scored, but again, Weatherton made a great save. Made a great save. And that was all towards the stoppage time, which made it even more comfortable for me. I didn't have to worry about Palmieras presser after presser after presser. Yeah. 2-1. Absolutely over the moon. Absolutely over the moon. I like I said, there were slight tears of joy after witnessing such an amazing feat. I was super happy after all of that. And we're through to play Fluminense against Thiago Silva. A man, the myth, the legend, a true leader. You know, someone who we are genuinely missing in defence, really. We could do with his leadership. But hey, this guy has led Fluminense unsurprisingly to a semi-final. I'm not surprised. When you have a fucking soldier like Thiago Silva, you could be marching anywhere. And he's marched his team into the semi-finals. Like I said, it's going to be tough. If this was under Roman Abramovich, I would not be worried. This is still a young team. He's got a lot of maturing to do. Can we beat Fluminense? It's going to be a tough ask. I'm not going to be disrespecting them in any circumstances. As Erling Haaland said, be humble, be humble, be humble. And I'm going to remain humble. Let's see what happens. We know what we're going to expect from Fluminense. We got it from Flamengo. We got it from Palmieras. We're going to get the same thing from Fluminense. They're going to do the same thing, all right? It's not going to be any different. We just got to do exactly what we got to do. Keep it nice. Keep it simple. Don't play their games. We've got some crucial players suspended now. We've got Liam Delap suspended, and I like him when he's up front. He's gritty, he's nasty. When people are aggressive to him, he's aggressive back. But to be fair, he received a harsh yellow card. I'm not going to really knock him for that yellow card, but at the end of the day, he's suspended. Can João Pedro step up? I hope so. I fucking well hope so. In the last few glimpses of what I've seen him, I think it is promising. Nicholas Jackson, I don't know what he will do. He'll either put on a masterclass or either get a bloody hammer and assault a bloody Corinthian, a Fluminense player. I don't know, Alexia, what's happened to Reece James? I don't know. There's a couple of other injuries as well with Badiashile. I think Caicedo is coming back from the suspension, so he'll be with us. But it's just a mess. It's just a mess. We'll see who's suspended, who's injured, who'll be there for the game on Tuesday. And a bit of transfer news. Apparently, Madueke has agreed personal terms with Arsenal. Now we're just awaiting a formal bid. What is up with Arsenal taking all of our bloody sloppy second players, man? I don't know what to say. If you want to take Madueke, be my guest, man. I don't understand. What is it with you? Whenever you take our players, you make them 10 times worse. You've taken Jorginho, Cech, David Luiz, Willian, Havertz, and now Kepa Arrizabalaga as well. And now you're going to take Madueke off us. Well, I don't understand your football club, bruv. Every time we take your players, we've only taken Ashley Cole and Giroud, and they've ended up winning the Champions League for us. Do you know what I'm saying? So every time we take your players, we make them better. Every time you take our players, you turn them into a Sunday League team. Actually, to be fair, I better retract that statement. There were two good takings from Arsenal. I know we got Aubameyang. Did we get Aubameyang directly from Arsenal, or was he sort of indirect from another team? I'm not sure. But Oba was not a good signing. But hey, I'm not Arsenal Football Club, Let them do what they need to do, At the end of the day, they're the same club that banished Aubameyang because he visited his ill mother and was late for training. They banished Ozil. Well, we know what Ozil was banished for. We also know that Mohamed El-Neni was told to shut up about rising to the occasion and supporting a certain group, and they sacked their kit man Mark Bonnick for the same thing. But hey, it's all right. You'll still play Mr. Partey, eh? And the only reason why he's in trouble is because you haven't renewed his contract. I mean, you probably should take a leaf out of Sunderland, Manchester United, Everton. Look what I know Sunderland kind of got it murky with Adam Johnson, but in the end they told him to fuck off. Manchester United immediately got rid of Mason Greenwood, and Gylfi Sigurdsson immediately terminated. We still don't know what's happened with that situation, so I'm not going to comment on it. But hey, it was just a rumour mill in the air, and he was immediately let go. And you lot played Partey. We knew about these accusations since 2021. Don't act like we don't know. Don't act like we don't know. We all knew it was him. We all had a suspicion it could have been him. I should say, I'm going to change my statement to it could have been him back in 2021. But we were all thinking it. We were all reading it. We were all suspecting it could have been him. And now that it's come out, you lot played him. You lot played it. It made you look bad. So take our sloppy seconds, man. Take him. Take him for all I care. I don't know why you want him. I think he can develop better at Chelsea, to be honest. But if you want him, he leaves with my blessings. Say less. Anyways, I will see you for Chelsea versus Fluminense. Take care. Good night. God bless. And, of course, rest in peace, Diogo and Andre Silva.